I bet you never thought you'd live to see the day where someone could be accused of trans misogyny for joking about the Oscar doll, that little statuette, because it didn't have a penis. Because it's not a real male, and that's trans misogynist. So George R.R. Martin, person with talent, criticized by people without talent. Yeah, this is just, if you heard me criticize PewDiePie's channel, you would think I was insane. Absolutely bonkers, nuts, delusional, a crazy person who needs treatment. That's what this is. He's criticized for istophobicism while hosting the Hugo Awards. Nobody cares about the Hugos. It's a bunch of blue-haired weirdos. For the past 10 years, it's been taken over by intersectionalism. So the only a lot of blue hair, and the stage is full of female identifying people only. Biology is something completely separate. So this 70-year-old guy, I'm guessing, mispronounced names and celebrated the achievements of dead white men over the actual winners. Okay, let me just say, I don't think it's too offensive to say that white men, males of European descent, are the best science fiction writers. I mean, they're generally the best writers, period. So to say that they somehow didn't deserve that is insane. If you read science fiction, you know who the best writers are. White guys. They can write. They can really, really write. And if you're a purse puppy who has had these people who are also purse puppies just go in this Ouroboros of blowing smoke up each other's butt, of you're just stunning and brave, talented, so much talent. Well, aren't we just giving each other awards? Oh, well, yeah, but we're inclusive and diverse, and we're the best people to give each other awards. Oh, okay. So these other guys who got awards in the past, Campbell and, I don't know, Asimov and Niven, all these other guys, did they deserve the awards? Not as much, because they were, dead white guys. But they got the awards and we got the awards. So what's the difference? Oh, well, their stuff sold. So why isn't our stuff selling? Oh, hey, look, shiny object. He angered a lot of fans this week. No, not because he hasn't finished his book, whatever. He did a lackluster job for hosting a prominent award ceremony. Well, where's a prominent award ceremony? We're talking about the Hugos. This is like the Eisners. The Hugo Awards is one of the most prestigious and, okay, I don't know how you type that with a straight face, well-known award ceremonies. It might be well-known, but it's no longer prestigious. For sci-fi, fantasy, it's something many fans look forward to every year. Like many big events, it was virtual because people are pussies. Streamed online for, I don't know how many people were in the audience, probably not a ton. Hosted duties by Martin. Some felt he fell short, some felt. Okay, 50 childish weirdos, blue-haired, pronouns, mental illness in bio. Those are the people who felt that this, love him or hate him, he's accomplished a hell of a lot. And to say, to try to tag him down, you're not fit to shine this guy's shoes. But the thing is, they feel they are, because they have had smoke blown up their butt for years and years. They're not able to actually sell, though. He mispronounced names and celebrating the achievements of people with talent over the actual winners. Natalie Lures summarized the disaster. Well, it's not quite a disaster. It's a 70-year-old guy who's a brilliant fantasy writer who you guys should be learning at his knee. But, oh no, that's patriarchal to say he needs to teach you how to write, but you guys need to learn how to write, and he could probably teach you quite a bit. Calling the entire ceremony blatantly disrespectful of the nominees and winners. He repeatedly mispronounced the names of nominees in one case of publication. Well, why don't you put the names and the publications here, and we'll see if we can pronounce them. I'm guessing we would not be able to pronounce them, much less assess. See, what this is, it's like city versus country. Not even that. It's like echo chambers of the internet. It's like San Francisco people versus, I don't know, people living in Sacramento or something. It's an entirely different vibe. And if you're surrounded by this echo chamber of people in $200,000 cars and in, I don't know, multi-million-dollar homes, you're like, so culture is moving so fast, but there's different facets of it. And what kind of hubris does it require to say that your version of cultural events is the only valid experience? It requires, I don't know, New York and California, that type of stick in the ass, that type of snobbish classism is what it is. It's just absolute classism. All right, so he's giving pronunciations. He mispronounced them. He's an old guy. He chose not to use that information. It's disgusting and racist as F, as nearly without exception the names he mispronounced were black and brown. How do you know what they identified as? Well, why don't you list those names so we can see it? No, you're not going to do that, are you? Praising a fascist. Well, listen, John, I guess talking about Campbell, they think he's a fascist. And who was that other author, the guy who wrote, Ender's Game? I can't for the life of me remember his name. They call him the same thing because he had some spicy comments. You guys say that about everybody. It doesn't mean anything. This is a photo of my cat. Okay, I did want to call attention to this. What is that on the cat? Is that natural, or did you like take a black marker or Sharpie and mar that cat's good looks? I don't trust cats, and I especially don't trust that cat, especially if it's owned by a cat person, which Calvin Wong Zhu is definitely a cat person. Martin also continually name-dropped Campbell, a writer with talent, who had the awards named after him until 2019 when the title was changed on the heels of a scathing speech given by winner Jenny Nago. Campbell, for whom this award was named, was a fascist. Well, those are facts, not in evidence. Can you provide some foundation? You just seem to hit the conclusion without any analysis. Through his editorial control of astounding science fiction at one time, it was a good magazine. He's responsible for setting a tone of science fiction that still haunts the genre to this day. Sterile, male, white. White males are better writers than you are, Jenny. There go. Someone needs to just raise their hand and say, yeah, you know what? Those guys, those Heinleins and Asimovs and all these guys who wrote science fiction, the golden age, anywhere from the 60s, 70s, 80s, they were better than you. In fact, they're probably going to remain better than anyone on that stage for the past, 15 years. White guys are awesome. Exulting in the ambitions of imperialists and colonizers, settlers and industrialists. You're just stringing woke words together. I'm not saying you're stringing words together because those words all go together, but listen, the spirit of science fiction is the spirit of exploration, to boldly go. White guys did that because they're really smart and creative. That's why they write the best science fiction. That's why they, why did you climb that mountain? Because it was there. And that, people on Twitter will joke that that's just white people stuff. And then white people come in and say, yeah, you just don't understand. And it's true. It's like you've got two groups of people because it's there. Why did you sail out to that island? It's like 2,000 miles away. You've only heard rumors. Because it's there. Too long, didn't read. Dog, you please piss off. George Ronald Reagan, Martin Tickwood. Okay, you don't need to be crude. Come on, it's just dog, seriously piss off. The Game of Thrones author also reportedly complained about Fandom getting bigger, which some took to be, get ready for this reach, criticism of the fandom becoming more inclusive and welcoming to anyone who isn't a straight white male. How many times are you going to repeat that phrase? Again, substitute that word for any other color, ethnicity. I'm not even going to go there, but just start substituting that thing. And when mentioning J.K. or N.K. Jemisin, a black female author who won Best, I think that might be I'm not sure about their pronouns, if you know what I mean, who won Best Novel 3 times in a row, an accomplishment. Okay, you were given those awards. Do you think Jemison won that on merit, or were you just given those awards? Dog, okay, whatever. There was also a whole segment about the Oscar statuette and its crotch. It was gender essentialist and transphobic, Lures wrote, sharing the non-apology apology of Con Zealand. Dog, will you please? The convention that hosted the Hugos posted to Twitter. It's kind of weird. This is the only apology, because this was one problem, yes. But what about the second problem, and the third, and the fourth? What if he doesn't feel it's a problem? Is it? Oh, piss off. She wants a dog biscuit she thinks is hidden. What if things are subjective? Plot twist, things are subjective. Con Zealand says, our chairs apologize to the fans beyond the binary who were offended by any statements in the Hugo Awards that were disrespectful or minimizing. Oh, dog, piss off. Please. These people are so damn silly. Okay, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to get this dog a biscuit.